I should not be but just like a tree that's planted by the water. I shall not be moved. I'm turning. All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Waycast. Tonight we are in Acts chapter 23. And I hope that you've been enjoying the series thus far. Go back and watch them all. We've done Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and now we're in Acts chapter 23. Paul's defense before the Sanhedrin. We had a cliffhanger last time. Paul had been arrested and he was getting ready to speak. The monk on a drunk donkey, the drunk monk on a donkey going over a mountain, split the chapter wrong. The original Bible had no chapters, had no punctuation, had no paragraphs. So here we go. Paul is now a prisoner, and we will follow his life as a prisoner. Whoops. Actually, wrong chapter. I'm in chapter 22. I'm sorry, not 23. Paul's defense before the mob at Jerusalem. So, rewind that and do it again. Section verses 1 through 3. This chapter gives Paul's message before the mob. He recounts his encounter with Christ and his subsequent experience which brought him to Jerusalem. Then Paul appears to his Roman citizenship, appeals to his Roman citizenship to deliver him from the awful whipping of a prisoner. Let us listen to Paul. Here is a great message of the Apostle Paul. Paul's defense before the mob. Men, brethren, and fathers, hear ye my defense, which I make now unto you. That's Acts chapter 22 and verse 1. Men, yes. Brethren, yes. They belong to the same race, yet these brethren want to kill him. Is he being sarcastic? No, because then he shows respect for the elders and fathers. Verse 2, and when they heard that he spake in the Hebrew tongue to them, they kept the more silent, and he saith, the minute he begins to speak in Hebrew, they become quiet. It is like a raging wind suddenly dying down, like calming the waves of the sea. They are listening to a man who is one of them. He begins with his personal history. Verse 3, I am verily a man which am a Jew, born of Tarshish, a city in Cilicia, yet brought up in this city at the feet of Gamaliel, and taught according to the perfect manner of the law of the fathers, and was zealous toward God, as ye all are this day. Paul is being persecuted by the Jewish leaders, by the religious leaders of that day. Paul shows them that he had been one of them. He had been a Pharisee. One of the reasons he has so much sympathy for them and is so loving toward them is that he knows exactly how they feel. He is giving them a background because he wants to win them to Christ. Paul had a tremendous background. Tarsus was actually the center of Greek learning of that day. The finest Greek university in Paul's day was in Tarsus, not in Athens or Corinth, which had passed their zenith. Tarsus was a thriving Greek city and an educational center. Undoubtedly, Paul had been brought up in that university in Tarsus and had a Greek background, but he had also been in Jerusalem where he had studied under Gamaliel. They are listening to him now, and so